Welcome everyone. My name is Lindsey and we have a restorative yoga practice today. So we're going to take a little bit of time to warm up along the spine, to stretch and to twist just a little bit before we come to rest on our mats. So for this practice, I have oodles of comfortable items to recline on. For my demonstration purposes, I'll be using a yoga block and bolster. I've actually got 2 blocks and 2 bolsters, but use pillows, use towels, use blankets, find some stuffies around and just get yourself nice and comfy, cozy. We'll get into our nest building shortly, but we will begin our practice by coming on to into a comfortable seated posture, getting some of the meat to wrap around those sitting bones so you can feel a little more evenly planted there on the floor. We'll start to draw the lower belly in and lengthen through the spine, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky. And as you exhale, let the shoulders draw down. As you take your next inhale, imagine the heart is pulling forward just a little bit. And with your exhale, take a slight tuck of the chin to really lengthen out the back of the neck. So it's not drawing the chin all the way down towards the chest. It's more like pulling the chin towards the neck just a little bit. Wonderful work. Take a nice, slow, deep inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Tilt the gaze up towards the sky. And then exhale, draw the hands all the way back down towards heart center. Fantastic. Just taking a moment here. Notice how the body's feeling. Notice the rate of breath. Maybe notice anything that's been rolling around in your mind today. Honoring all of that where we are at this moment. We'll take another deep inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, lift the gaze up. And exhale, start to twist over towards the right. Bring the left hand towards the right knee. Right hand comes back behind the body. Push into that back hand. Help lengthen the spine. Start to bring the gaze over the right shoulder. A gentle engagement of the belly here. Tummy draws in, gazing over that right shoulder. Beautiful. Draw the lower belly back in. We'll inhale to reach the arms back up overhead. And exhale to twist over towards the left. Bring the left hand back behind the body. Right hand comes towards the left knee. Use your inhale to lengthen the spine. And the exhale to find just a little bit more twist as you gaze over the left shoulder. Nice, slow, deep breaths here. Inhale. Unwind, reach the arms up overhead, lift the gaze up. And then exhale, cactus the arms out towards the sides. Spread across the chest, keep the belly engaged here. Inhale, tilt the gaze up, reach the fingers up. And exhale, cactus the arms again. Last time, inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale to cactus the arms. Keeping the arms out like this, we're going to start to rotate the palms down towards the floor and then lift the fingers back up. A few times like that, warming up into the shoulders, waking up the muscles in the chest, in the back. Find that gentle engagement in through the belly. See if you can lengthen the spine just a little bit more. Let the breath move nice and slow here, in and out. Great. We'll take our last 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the fingers back up towards the sky. Bring the fingers to the shoulders. We're going to start to draw big circles with the elbows, getting the spine involved here. So as you reach up with the elbows, you get a little back bend, rolling the belly forward and shining the chest forward. As you bring the elbows back and around, meeting at the center, we're kind of hollowing out the belly, rounding. Switch my position so you can see. Inhaling to reach up, getting that roundness, or that back bend and the pulling forward and around, rounding the back. One more. And we'll bring ourselves back to neutral spine. Bringing the hands towards the knees. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Find that length in the spine and start to draw the chin down towards the chest all the way now. Instead of drawing it back towards the neck, we're going to tilt the chin all the way down, stretching in through the back of the neck and the tops of the shoulders. Take a nice slow deep breath here, breathing into the shoulders, into the back of the neck. Now begin to gently, slowly roll the head from side to side, bringing right ear towards right shoulder, then left ear towards left shoulder. Now, as you start to expand these circles, when you bring the ear towards the shoulder, start to bring the gaze up, like you're pointing your nose up towards the sky, stretching just a different part of the neck. And then very slowly, very gently roll yourself back down and over. And take that stretch on the other side, tilting the chin up towards the sky, or maybe the nose up towards the sky. And bring yourself back down and around. Find that pause with the nose towards the sky on both sides a few times. See if you can breathe into any tightness. Fantastic. Okay, now we're going to start to move the head all the way around in big circles. So being thoughtful with how you're feeling today. If it feels painful, uncomfortable, don't go all the way back. Just continue to take those nose lifts to the sky. But if you can take the head all the way back, gazing up, allow yourself to do so. We'll take one more in this direction. And then we'll switch directions of the rolls. Now see this time around, if you can start to pair your breath up with the movements. So letting the head loll forward on the exhale, bringing ear to ear, ear to shoulder, and then the inhale, bringing the head back. So this is going to slow our breath down a lot because these movements are very slow. Wonderful work. Take one more of these. And then when you reach the chin towards the chest, start to slowly, gently roll the head all the way back up to neutral. Rolling the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Whew, wonderful. Trip through the neck and the vertebrae up there. Let's take our legs in the opposite crossing. Go ahead and point and flex the feet, roll out the ankles, just find a little bit of movement there as we settle into the opposite crossing if you're in a cross-legged position. Again, ground down through the sitting bones. Find that length in through the spine, nice broadness through the collarbones. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Now lower the left hand down towards the left side of the hip, reach up with the right fingers, and as you exhale, paint a rainbow shape with those right fingers over towards the left side of the mat. Press into that left hand, see if you can lengthen the waist, get a little more rotation into the collarbones, maybe start to bring the gaze up towards the sky. Nice stretch from hip to elbow almost. Maybe you're feeling it in the fingers too. Great work. Draw the lower belly in. Use your exhale. Rise yourself all the way back up. Reach the arms up. And then exhale to switch sides. Lower the right hand down. Reach up and then over with the left fingers. Press into that right hand again. Lengthen the waist. Find that rotation in the collarbones. Extend the fingers. Nice, slow, deep breath. Beautiful. Draw the belly in and exhale. Rise yourself all the way back up, lifting the arms up overhead. Keep the core engaged. We're going to hinge forward from the hips. Lean the chest forward. Reach forward with the hands, head and spine are in one nice long line, and then lower the hands down in front of you. Push into the palms, shine the chest forward, get that little mini back bend. Feel your kind of mid-back swaying down, bring the gaze up, and then use the exhale, maybe walk the hands a little farther forward to start to roll down. Let the head hang nice and heavy. Take a few rounds of breath here in this forward fold. See if you can notice any sensations in through the back side of the body, in through the hips, into the shoulders, the neck. Just noticing what's there today. Beautiful. Start to draw the lower belly in as you exhale. Ragdoll yourself all the way back up to seated. Roll the shoulders again, forward, up, back, and down. We'll bring the hands to the knees, and we'll start to take our barrel rolls. So swinging the torso around like you're scraping out the inside of a barrel, swinging back and around. Pairing the movements with our breath. Beautiful. Let's switch direction of these barrel rolls. Fantastic. We'll start to pause our barrel rolls and stack ourselves up again nice and tall. Head comes up last. We'll uncross the legs and extend them out nice and long in front of us. Give the legs a little bit of movement, just jiggling out the legs. Maybe roll, point, and flex the feet. Wonderful. I'll flex the toes up towards the sky. Squeeze the muscles of the legs. Bring the hands down by the hips and lengthen the spine. Draw the belly in, press into the palms, lengthen, 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 feel nice and tall. Maybe noticing a stretch through the backs of the legs, along the lower back, feeling the belly drawn in. Take a nice, slow, deep inhale and reach the arms up overhead. Feel that continued lengthening from fingertips down to the hip points. And then as you exhale, add a gentle bend to the knees. Begin to hinge forward, nice and long in the spine. When you can hinge no more, bring the hands down towards the floor, shine the chest forward, tilt the gaze up, and then use the exhale to soften and release over the legs. Let the head hang nice and heavy. Nice, slow, deep breaths in and out. Fantastic. Draw the lower belly in as you exhale. Ragdoll yourself all the way back up through seated. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Walk the hands back behind the hips. We're going to get a little back bend here. Start to point the toes towards the short edge of the mat. Squeeze the muscles of the legs. Press into the palms. Roll the belly, roll the chest forward, tilt the gaze up towards the sky. If you'd like a little bit more, squeeze the legs a little bit more. Press into the heels a little bit more. Lift the hips up towards the sky for our fish pose. Nice, slow, deep breath in. And then exhale, lower the hips all the way back down. Walk yourself back up to neutral, plant the feet, knees up towards the sky, about hips distance apart, grab on towards the back of the thighs, and start to move into your seated cat-cow. Inhale, push the chest forward, tilt the gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the belly in, round down, gaze towards the navel. Inhale, roll forward, lift the gaze up. And exhale to round down, gazing towards the navel. One more time like that. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Bring yourself back up through neutral spine. And we'll start to get ourselves set up for our first restorative posture. We're going to take our supine tree pose, but supported through the chest. So we get a little bit of a back bend. So I have back here set up a little yoga ramp, more or less. So I've got a bolster on top of a block, creating a slight ramp here. So this can be done with stacking pillows. You can roll a couple of towels. You can just bundle up some blankets, really, whatever you have at your disposal. Uh, with our legs for supine tree pose, you might want to support your knees or your thighs with yet another prop. So I'm going to demonstrate with a block, but you could always use a pillow or something else that you might have nearby. So we'll start by working our hips towards the base of the bolster. And we're going to lower the torso down. As you settle yourself in here, you might find that you'd like a little, maybe extra pillow to support the neck. Maybe something to support underneath the arms to help the chest relax. The left leg will extend out nice and long. The toes can just kind of fall out towards the outer left. And we're going to bend the right knee up towards the sky and start to open that right knee out towards the right side. So I'm demonstrating by placing my knee on a block, but again, you might find that you don't need that support. You can just let the knee open out nice and wide. But with that restorative, if you notice that there's, more sensation there, just give yourself a little support. We want to keep our body in a state of just total relaxation. So helping to avoid any gripping in through the muscles, almost like we're just supported in space. So take a few moments, get yourself all kinds of settled in here. You might find that as you're lying down, you enjoy having palms up towards the sky as they drape off the bolster. Or maybe it's more relaxing to have the palms down, or maybe somewhere in between. Play with the position of the hands. Take a gentle tucking of the shoulders. Maybe if you're on a harder floor or a harder mat, you'd like an extra blanket or towel underneath the hips just to soften that landing. And as you settle in, take a quick scan of the body and just see if there's any place where you can become just a little bit more comfortable. Maybe a lengthening of the neck by drawing the chin just slightly towards the neck. Maybe you'd like to place a little towel or an eye mask over your eyes. One of those rice bags might feel very nice there, just helping to soften the muscles of the face. Noticing into the legs, if the toes and the feet are relaxed. And settle in with a nice deep inhale. And then a sigh out as you exhale. Again, like that, inhale through the nose. And the exhale, a nice audible At the bottom of that exhale, begin your long, slow, deep breath. Not to the point of a challenging, long, slow, deep breath, but just lengthening out our natural breath. So it begins to mimic that breath right before we fall asleep, where it's slow. This long, slow, deep breath helps get the body in our parasympathetic nervous system. helping to calm our nervous system. You might notice as you take these long, slow, deep breaths, the heart rate starts to slow ever so slightly. Feeling the support of the ground beneath you. Feeling the support of the sky above you. We'll take a moment here to offer ourselves some words of gratitude. Taking all the time you want to thank yourself for prioritizing your health and your wellness. Maybe thanking your body for getting you here today. Without judgment, just thanking all the parts of yourself for helping you move and interact. Thanking all the cells of our body for functioning so well without our direct oversight. They just do what needs to be done. Just feeling that sense of awe or gratitude for all the numerous systems in our body that happen every moment of every day. Our digestive system, our immune system, our circulatory system, our skeletal structure, our skin, our muscles, our eyes that see, our ears that hear, just everything is functioning so that our consciousness can observe and respond. Now, you might take a moment here to create a dedication or an intention for our practice today. Creating our sankalpa, or heartfelt desire, we will use positive language and the present tense, creating I am or it is or we are statements. And as you create your dedication or intention, we can continue to mentally repeat it to ourselves as we notice the mind maybe starts to pull away from our practice. If we begin to focus on things that are going to happen after class or what happened before, bring yourself back to that positive statement. We'll begin to make our way over to the other side, slowly lifting the right knee up and extending the right leg out nice and long. Give yourself a moment to just feel that leg extended long. Great. Start to bend the left knee, pulling the heel towards the sitting bone. If you used a prop on the right side, you can move that over to the left. And as you're ready, slowly opening that left knee out towards the left side of the mat. Giving yourself a moment to nestle in. You might enjoy bringing a blanket over yourself this time around. If you noticed yourself getting a little cool as we rest here, a blanket might feel like just the right thing. Reconnect with your intention or your dedication. And now see if you can soften the muscles of the forehead. Can you relax the area of the scalp along the top of the head? Can you feel the eyes relax in their sockets, softening the muscles around the eyes? Take a little swallow and then let the mouth relax, drawing the tongue away from the roof of the mouth, and the jaw goes slightly slack. Relax the shoulders down the back just a little bit more. And feel the hands nice and relaxed. Notice where the mind is and see if you can gently bring it back to your intention or your dedication. Notice anywhere where sensation has slowly crept in. Now observe the state of your mind. Noticing if you catch moments of thoughtlessness or moments without thought. And then notice how those thoughtless moments feel to your body. Take a nice deep breath in and full exhale out. We'll start to help the left leg up towards the sky and then extend the left leg out nice and long. Taking a moment just to notice the re-lengthening of that leg. And we're going to make our way into a fetal posture. So bending the knees up towards the sky. I'm going to roll them over to one side, rolling our torso gently, slowly off the bolster, just coming to rest on our side body for a moment here. As we make our transitions to the next posture, trying to stay in this state of relaxation as much as possible. So keeping the breath nice and slow, maybe even keeping the eyes closed. We'll start to make our transition into our deer pose. So we'll press into the arms and help lift ourselves up back to seated. We'll bring our right hip to the far edge of the bolster and our right thigh to the base of the bolster. So kind of parallel there. We'll lengthen through the spine, growing a little taller as we inhale. And as we exhale, rotating so that the chest can face the bolster. And then we'll lower our chest down onto the bolster and rest on the right cheek. Hands come down by the sides. Palms face the floor, or if it's more comfortable, palms face up. Or maybe you'll interlace the fingers around the edge of the prop that you're using. Give yourself a moment to get nestled in here, making any micro adjustments. See if you can draw the shoulders away from the ears just a little bit, closing the eyes maybe. Now get the legs comfortable. You might open that right knee out a little bit and lengthen the left leg down nice and straight. Noticing if there's any positions that are slightly more comfortable or slightly less comfortable, and aiming to get yourself back in that state of pure comfort and serenity. And starting to notice our state of relaxation. Maybe revisiting an alternate posture that just helps you feel more and more relaxed. Notice again the mind. And take a nice deep inhale and exhale out anything that is not serving you today. Inhaling again, nice and deep. And as you exhale, releasing anything that is not serving you. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale out nice and slow. We'll begin our transition to the other side, pressing into the hands. Slowly help pressing yourself up off the bolster. We'll rotate ourselves around. Again, you're welcome to keep the eyes closed or just keep the gaze softly lowered. Bringing the left hip now to one side of the bolster and the thigh rests along the edge. Lengthening the spine again as you inhale. And exhale to lower down onto your bolster. Let the head and the face get nice and comfortable. Then move down to the shoulders and along the length of the spine. And then start to come into comfort with the legs. Maybe playing out a few different options first, and then finding and settling on the one that is the most relaxing, the most comfortable. And then as you settle into comfort here on this side of deer pose, I invite you to spend time daydreaming about your intention or dedication. So try not to focus on the steps to take that will get you to that location or that thing, but just feel the sensations like that dedication or intention is already around you or within you, that you are already experiencing it in this present moment. What does it feel like? What does it look like? What are the sounds and smells associated with it? Just let yourself really play with feeling all those different details. Start to take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And exhale, nice and slow. Starting again to help ourselves back up out of this posture. Bringing again the base of your hips to the bolster. We're going to start to make our way into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So lots of different options here for Shavasana. You might choose to keep the chest lifted and extend the legs out into a big V shape. Line the torso down like that, if that feels comfortable. If you've had enough chest expansion, you might roll the bolster onto the side, off to the side, and lay down fully on your back. Another option is to bring a bolster or pillow underneath the knee or calf area, getting a little support down here. So all kinds of different options. Keeping the ramp, losing the ramp, elevating the legs, or keeping the legs extended on the floor. So I invite you for this last one to have a blanket handy. Just cover yourself up with that blanket. Whatever version of Shavasana you're moving into, just allow yourself to find that comfort, that relaxation that we found in the first couple of postures. And if when you settle into your chosen variation, you find that you'd like to make an adjustment, feel free to. Again, letting the eyes soften. Checking in with the different areas of the body, taking those micro adjustments. The lengthening of the back of the neck. The softening of the face. The drawing down of the shoulders. The relaxation along the arms and into the hands. The belly is soft and the hips are comfortable. The legs are relaxed, the toes, the feet are all relaxed. Now, as we rest here, I will lead us through a loving kindness meditation, also called Metta Meditation. You're welcome to follow along or not. We'll start by taking a nice, slow, deep inhale. And exhaling completely. And with the eyes closed, begin to imagine a person or a thing that embodies loving kindness to you. This might be a friend, a partner, a family member. This might be a pet or your favorite tree. And imagining that person or thing near you, just radiating, sharing that loving kindness. It might feel like a warm hug. It might feel deeply settling. Allow yourself to feel that loving kindness around you and within you. And begin to picture yourself with all the details, where you are resting in space, becoming aware of the person that you are, and offering yourself that same loving kindness. Moving around you and through you. Mentally repeating to yourself, may I be happy and peaceful. May I be healthy and well. May I be safe and protected. May I live with ease. Allow yourself to bask in that loving kindness. Feeling it radiate around you and through you. Now we'll begin to imagine someone we love, someone with whom we are close to. Again, this might be a friend or a family member. Just allowing yourself to picture this person with all those beautiful details sitting right near you. We'll now offer them our loving kindness. Imagining that we're gazing right at them. Mentally tell them, may you be happy and peaceful. May you be healthy and well. May you be safe and protected. May you live with ease. Feeling that loving kindness radiate around you all and through you all. Thank them and then allow them to stand and walk away. Now begin to picture someone who you know but aren't necessarily close to. Someone that you have fairly neutral feelings about. Again, imagine them coming to sit near you. Just visualize this person. It might be someone that works at your local grocery store. It might be a neighbor. Just allow them to come sit near you. And offering them that same loving kindness. Mentally telling them, may you be happy and peaceful. May you be healthy and well. May you be safe and protected. May you live with ease. Allow that person to stand and walk away. Focus for a moment on the sensation of your breath. Feeling that loving kindness radiating around you and through you. We'll now begin to imagine someone that we have some negative feelings about. This might be someone that you've had a slight grudge with, or it might be someone you don't personally know, but you would disagree with. If the first person that you choose is too challenging to sit with, imagine someone that you maybe don't know as well, or maybe picture them as a young child. Allow that person to come and sit nearby. And offer them these same words of loving kindness. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be healthy and well. May you be safe and protected. May you live with ease. Allow that person to stand and walk away. And return again to the sensation of your breath. For our final round, we will offer loving kindness to all beings. So first starting with imagining our friends and our family, and then expanding out to their friends and their families, and on and on. Picturing all of our county and all of our states. All of our country. Our whole planet. Our whole solar system. And our whole galaxy. Extending loving kindness to wherever beings, wherever life exists. Holding this image in your mind and offering these words. May we be happy and peaceful. May we be healthy and well. May we be safe and protected. May we live with ease. Coming back to your breath. And see how long you can maintain that feeling of loving kindness today. Adding a gentle smile to your face. We'll start to bring some movement into our hands and our feet. Stretching ourselves out nice and long. And then taking all the time you would like, we'll make our way back into a comfortable seated posture. The eyes can stay closed or the gaze softly lowered. We'll take a nice deep inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. And then exhale to draw the hands down through heart center. May our practice be of benefit to all beings. Thank you and namaste.